Alright guys, so I've been getting a lot of questions about carpeting, and in some of my van videos you see the gray stuff on top of the kind of cabinetry or little bed systems that I build, and that is this sort of carpeting, which I'll show you how to glue onto your wood and install properly and really clean looking. So this is what it looks like. I get it from an electronics store just here in town in Huntington where I live. It's decently thick, as you can tell, like when you try to fold it and stuff. It's really strong. You can see it has this like webbing backing on it. They do make thinner stuff. I'll put a link into the bio to something I've seen online that looks very similar to this. And this is the piece of wood that I'm working with. So I'm working on a little job right now to make a little door for the back of a van. So I thought I'd show you this quick little video of how I glue up and attach the carpeting super cleanly to wood. First off, this is what I use. This is the best high strength 93M 90. There's a 70, I believe, as well. I always get a 90. It's a couple bucks more. Might be 12 or 13 bucks a can. I'll put a link in the bio if you guys are trying to get some of that to do this project. You want to make sure that your surface is super clean. No dust on it. I already wiped down with a rag, just kind of feeling it out. Seems all good. Same thing with this side. So I've got obviously a lot bigger piece here than what my door is. So what I'll do is probably kind of just like line it up. I'm going to be wrapping the carpeting around. So that's why I have a little extra all around. So I'll probably only need to spray from here down or so on this piece of carpet. But what you do is you spray both pieces. You spray here and you spray the wood. Let it set for a couple minutes and then kind of roll it on. Alright, so here we go. I like to test it real quick just to see how wide the spray is. See how wide that came out. I just kind of make a nice clean line all the way across, all the way up. This is the front side. So this, once I glue it, I'll glue this as well. And this will lay over like that to this side. And then I'll roll it on to make sure there's no air bubbles and make sure it's got a good, nice contact. So here we go. I'll try to just get the top. I'm not trying to get the sides. I'm not trying to get the sides right now. Just the top. I'll show you about that later. As you can tell, also I set up myself a nice little workstation. Keep everything clean. Not spraying it all over the tables and whatnot. So I'll go this way. Sometimes I do a little extra going this way. So I think I missed a couple spots. Just get, especially getting the edges very well. Right up into that hole. This is going to be cut out anyways for the lock system I'm putting on. But just make sure I get all the little spots. It looks pretty good. Not too much because it's just kind of too runny. You want to get enough to let it dry properly. Now coming over here. Like I said, I'm just going to get this bottom half. Make sure all your tools out of the way so you don't get that all sticky. This is a lot easier to see on here, obviously. There we go. I'm going to let that dry for not long, maybe 5 minutes or so. That's actually more like 3 or 4 minutes. And then I'll show you how I roll it on. Alright, so it's been a couple minutes and it's dried. So now I'm going to flip this over, lay it on top so it lines up inside of there. So I still have my little bit of room on both sides. And then I'm going to roll it off. Here's the roller, so I can see where the cabinet is right here. Feel it out, just put a lot of pressure, roll out all these bubbles. This really helps you get a nice, clean adhesive between the two. The reason you let it dry is because this kind of glue is a more of a tackiness, so you gotta let it set up. Now here's that hole right there, so I kind of want to go around that. So nice, get that nice, good, all the edges. Feels great. Now what I'm going to do is flip it back over. Now this is where the edge part kind of comes in. Alright, So I've trimmed all the sides off. So I got a nice perfect little mount that rolls over just a little bit, a little ½ inch maybe or so, that I can roll over and glue down and then possibly staple. Before I glue all this up and let it dry, I'm just gonna cut the corners. So when you bring it together like this, see this corner has the big old leftovers right here? So what I like to do is cut those off before I glue it up so it's all ready to go. So I kind of come in at a straight 90-degree angle off the corner right here. Leave a little extra, 90-degree right here. Bam, pull up. Just kind of do that to every little corner. We're all ready to go. All the corners are trimmed off. Shake it up, shake it up. So I'm going to spray here, the edge, and a little bit onto here. I'm going to be turning it around at different times just so I can get a nice angle on as well. You want to get that nice angle right here. You don't want to be spraying backwards and squirting on yourself. So here we go. Get all the carpet, all the edge, all the top. That looks good. Let it dry. Alright, so it's dried. Looks good to go. What I'm going to do is hang it off the edge right here. Come with my roller right here. Hit it like this on that corner and work my way to straight. And then to the top and then down. Works out really well this way. You see after I've done this corner how it just stands up sideways like that? Bonding really well right now. Now I'm on an angle on the top. Now I'm flat. At the same time, I'm trying to push inward, not outward, so I don't bubble out here. Alright, one side down. They're looking pretty good, as I said. These corners, once they overlap, a little extra, the glue. What I'll do is either sometimes just cut the corner off a little bit. So now what I'll do is just throw a nice little staple or two in the corner. Just a little extra so it doesn't get pulled up. If you're feeling uneasy about a certain part, you can put a couple staples, in the edge. If you think it looks like it's going to pop up. I might just do a couple in the top here. Just so it is the inside of a door, so it won't be seen. And I'm going to be putting actually a nice little top on here. Well, I'm going to do that because that one will be pulled out a lot, so you might get some wear and tear right there. But I think that's looking pretty good. So the hole is right here. So what I'm just going to do is kind of poke in with my razor blade. So you can see it's coming out nice and clean. There's my carpeted piece of wood. Here's my lock. Bam. Nice and clean. That's going to look good. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you want to see more how-to videos, click subscribe up in the top right corner. Or if you want to send me a quick email, solidwoodworks@gmail.com is my email. If not, some quick questions in the comment section would be great.